I'm white trash. I only eat at restaurants with deep fried appetizers. So I know I'm not the Lexus.
What do you mean you're white trash?
Well, I'm just joking about that.
But what does that mean? You don't joke about that. What does that mean you're white trash?
I grew up in a small town, and
does that
I'm
make
not
you white trash? Do you feel you're white trash?
Sometimes
that's
I do.
That's a pretty stinking statement.
I was a little.
But don't you think that's a pretty bad statement about yourself?
No, not necessarily. I don't think people take it seriously.
It doesn't sound flattering.
Do you go around calling yourself white trash?
As a
do you
joke
think I want to
sometimes.
hire somebody that's white trash?
No. And I say it as a joke sometimes. And
I don't like it as a joke. You know what, Derek? You're fired. I think that is so stupid for you to say, you're fired.
Okay.
Go.
All right.
Terrible. You shouldn't use that expression anymore either. How stupid can you be?
There's some people that say horrific shit about white people.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't get banned.
Literally calling for their death. and yeah, they don't get banned.
You know that girl that got hired by New York Times, and it was a massive uproar because she had so many anti-white things on her Twitter.
Oh, yeah. The Asian girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just all that ridiculous left-wing woke nonsense.
Yeah,
you know that you're allowed to be completely racist against white people, massive generalizations against white men in particular. Like, it absolutely is discrimination, and it's absolutely what you're doing is you're being prejudiced, but you're being prejudiced with a stamp. Well, you've got a stamp of approval. You're allowed to be.
Yeah, you're allowed to be. And I love the just rules that are made up that are ridiculous. It's like, you're a racist. I can't be a racist.
Right.
I'm this or that or that. I can't be sexist. I can't be this. It's like, who's making these fucking rules up?
Exactly.
And how come I am not privy to any of them?
Of course.
I can't call on any of these rules.
The beautiful thing about that is that hypocrisy will eventually bite them in their ass.
Hey guys, what's up? This video is about self-hating white people. The anti-white racist snakes that own Hollywood, they have done a really good job at demonizing white people. They're trying to get every other race on the planet to hate white people. And actually what they're trying to do, they're trying to get white people to hate themselves. And they've done a good job at that. There are a lot of white people, when I bring up anything about race, there's a lot of white people, they get offended at it because they've been taught to hate their own race. Through all the movies and the propaganda in the school books, white people have been brainwashed to think that their race is evil. And this starts in childhood, in the schools and stuff. So a lot of white people are brainwashed to hate themselves and to hate their race and to think their race is bad or naughty or evil because there's so much anti-white propaganda coming from Hollywood. And you know, those same people that own Hollywood, they own all the printing presses and school books and shit and publishing houses. So there's just a massive flood of anti-white racist shit that's put out. So if I mention anything about race, there's a certain amount of white people that are self-hating white people that'll get their nose out of joint because they think I'm doing something wrong because they've been indoctrinated to hate themselves. Another thing some white people will do, you know, they'll you know, there's a ready set type of language that people use against any white person that talks about their own race to try to make them look bad. You know, they'll say you know, they'll start I don't use these type of phrases like white power. I don't use that phrase. I think it's negative branding, trying to make white people look bad. Or like Roman salutes, Nazi salutes. That's just trying to make white people look fucking bad and evil. That's why it's put in every Hollywood movie. They're trying to make white people look like they're some sort of fucking evil villain characters. And then anytime somebody white starts talking about European issues, they'll whip out the fucking Nazi salute or the Roman salute, or they'll say white power, and some sort of shit like this. Or it'll automatically come out of their mouth, oh, racism. It's like as soon as you mention your own fucking race, any other race can talk about their race, but as soon as white people start talking about their race, immediately people will you know, they've been conditioned to it's a reflex to just do this fucking anti-white racist shit. So if you're a white person, snap out of your fucking self-hatred, man, of your people. Because every fucking movie you see is teaching you to hate yourself and to hate your own fucking cousins. Please don't misrepresent what I say. I don't fucking do Nazi salutes or say white power or any of that fucking negative, fucking evil Hollywood guy bullshit, okay? I don't dislike other races. I like people of all fucking races. But I also, just like everybody else, just like every other race, I talk about issues with my own race, European people, and all the fucked up things going on with my race. But don't try and equate that with some Hollywood bad guy fucking bullshit like white power or Nazi salutes or any of that fucking bullshit. Because I don't do that shit. And I think, those people who control Hollywood, the anti-white racists who control Hollywood, as soon as any white person starts talking about their own race, those motherfuckers start doing Roman salutes and saying white power and shit. I don't say that shit. Because I'm a reasonable fucking person, man. I'm not extreme to one end. I'm a very reasonable person. I want all people to have the same type of rights and good lives of all races. See, I don't hate other races. Maybe you can't get that through your fucking head, but I like people of all races. Just because I'm a self-aware white European man, it doesn't mean I dislike people of other races. So just get that out of your fucking head. Don't misrepresent what the fuck I say, is what I'm saying to you. I don't use those Hollywood fucking, Darth Vader fucking bad guy slogans, okay? I don't give a fuck about being better than any other race. I don't give a fuck about any differences. I just speak about white European issues the way that black guys speak about black issues, the way that Indian guys speak about Indian issues, the way that Chinese guys speak about Chinese issues. You guys are used to hating white people. You've been taught in the schools, all this anti-white fucking shaming. You're being taught to hate fucking white people. So anytime a white person says some normal shit about their own race, you're automatically, your fucking program hater mind it kicks in with all these fucking anti-white slogans that I don't fucking use. So yeah, if you're white and me talking about our race triggers you, stop fucking hating yourself, man. Stop being a self-hating white person and just realize you're a part of a race. There are people that hate white people, and let me tell you something. When they see you, they see a white person. Whether you think you're just fucking Johnny the individual or not, they see a white person and they hate you just as much as any other fucking white person. Now, who I'm talking about is people who are anti-white racists, and that can be anyone. But there's a lot of people in Hollywood that are especially, it runs deep with those people in Hollywood. There's a ton of anti-white racists in Hollywood. And, they have their motives for fucking doing that. And those people in Hollywood, they should be fucking ashamed of themselves for creating all this fucking hatred against white people just because they want to control the fucking world and they're power-hungry fucking psychos. So they're slandering white people. You know what it is when you slander someone? It's you say a bunch of shit about them that's not true. And that's what's happening. White people are being slandered as some sort of bad fucking race when, white people are good fucking people, man. And just a lot of white people are afraid to talk about their own race. But I'm a bad motherfucker, man. So I'm not afraid of anybody. So I'll just talk reasonably about my own race. That's the thing. I'm very reasonable about it. So don't get your fucking ass in a knot just because I'm a white person that talks about my own race. Doesn't mean I hate anybody of any other race. If you're a person of another race, it doesn't mean I dislike you at all. Not even a fucking little bit. I like mostly everybody that I meet, man. So don't get it twisted just because Mike talks about his own race that I dislike people of other races, because I don't. And if you're a white person, stop being a self-hating fucking white person and just afraid to talk about your own people, man. Just don't be disliking other people of other races, man. Other people of other races are fucking awesome. They're just as awesome as white people. And just to repeat, don't misrepresent anything that I fucking say and put words in my mouth or any bullshit like that, okay? Don't use these fucking Hollywood bad guy taglines. I don't use that shit. And it doesn't represent me or any of my thinking. I'm reasonable. Anybody can talk to me. I'm extremely fucking reasonable, man. Okay? I'll talk to anybody about anything. And I'm very reasonable about it. Just a lot of you white people gotta stop hating your fucking selves, man. And snap out of your fucking brainwashing from Hollywood. And all those fucking books where they're history shaming white people, talking about white privilege. White privilege is just white fucking success, man. White people have been successful, and then if other groups aren't successful, that pisses them off. And I get that, man, because everybody wants to get ahead. And sometimes when people see other people that are ahead of them, it pisses them off, right? Because it feels like it's not fair. And I'll agree, this world isn't fair. A lot of things in this world do have to be balanced out, like the standard of living of all the races and stuff. Just be reasonable about your discussions about race. And, people don't have to hate each other because they're different races. They can just be reasonable in their discussions. I talk about my own race, but I'm reasonable about it. I don't hate other people of other races. And anybody of any other race that wants to talk to me about race, feel free to bring up the subject with me. in person or online. I don't care. I'm fine with it. Just understand, I'm very reasonable about it and cool and friendly, and I don't hate you or anybody else, man. So yeah, all those Hollywood fucking stereotypes like fucking white power, Sig Heil, and the fucking Nazi salute, I don't do that shit. So don't fucking associate that shit with me, and don't misrepresent me or anything I fucking say. If you want to know what I say, watch the videos, man. Okay, peace out.
Do you feel you're white trash?
Sometimes
that's
I do.
a pretty stinking statement. But don't you think that's a pretty bad statement about yourself?
No, not necessarily. I don't think people take it seriously.
It doesn't sound flattering.
Do you go around calling yourself white trash?
As a
Do you
joke
think I want to
sometimes.
hire somebody that's white trash?
No. And I say it as a joke sometimes. And
I don't like it as a joke. You know what, Derek? You're fired.